A check for rupees 500 received from Yuvraj and Company was dishonored and it was debited to discount account. Okay. Due to rectification of this error, net profit will. Mind you, it says due to rectification of this error. When we correct the error, what will happen to the net profit? Will the profit decrease by 1000? B. Increase by 500? C. Increase by 1000? And D. No change. Due to rectification, when you correct the mistake. What is the mistake? A check for 500 was received from Yuvraj. When we received, we said bank account debit to Yuvraj. But then it is dishonored. When it's dishonored, what should be our entry? Our entry should have been Yuvraj account debit to bank. Instead, what did we do? We debited discount account. When we debited discount account, what do? We bring down the profits. So now we correct it and therefore raise the profit, increase the profit to the correct, increase the profit by rupees 500 to arrive at correct profit. So your correct option should be B. Next, the beginning stock of the current year is overstated by 500 and closing stock is overstated by 1200. Effect on profit. A. 1700 overstated. B. 1200 understated. C. 1700 understated. D. 700 overstated. Opening stock, mind you, increase in opening stock will decrease your profits because opening stock is an expense. But closing stock, increase in closing stock increases profits, decrease in closing stock decreases profits. So let us see what has happened. The beginning of the current year, beginning stock. So opening stock is actually overstated by 500. If opening stock is more, your profit is less. So profit is understated by 500 for the first part, right? What about the next one? Closing stock is overstated. If the closing stock is overstated, your profit is also overstated. So profit is overstated. Overstated by 1200. Since it's understated, I am making it negative. Overstated 1200. Net profit should be overstated. Overstated is more by 700. The correct answer should be D. Profit overstated by 700. What will be the effect when return inward of rupees 100 is wrongly entered as return outward? A. Gross profit is increased by 100. B. Gross profit is decreased by 100. C. Gross profit is increased by 200. And D. Gross profit is decreased by 200. What has happened? Return inward of 100 is wrongly entered as return outward. Now you have entered as return outward. Okay. What is return outward? Purchase return. If purchase return, reduction in expense, so profit has gone up. Profit up by rupees 100 on account of this wrong recording of return outward first. Yes or no? Profit is up because we have got an extra return outward of 100. There is no return outward of 100, but we have recorded return outward of 100 and therefore shown more profits. Now not only is this, there is a return inward of 100 which we have not recorded. What is a return inward? Return inward is a sales return. Return inward is a sales return. So sales return is what? It's a reduction in sales, a reduction in income, a reduction in profit. Yes or no? So had we recorded it, our profit would have come down by 100, but we have not recorded. Not recorded what? A return inward. And because we have not recorded, again profit has gone up by 100. So our difference should be of 200. Gross profit would, because of this error, gross profit would show increase of 200. Let us just repeat this. What has happened? Return inward of 100 is wrongly shown as return outward. Return outward is a income for me. Income means it's actually a reduction in purchases, a reduction in expense. Therefore, it is an increase in profit. So first, this is wrong. Return outward is wrong. When we recorded that, but profit unnecessarily became overstated by 100. Next, there was a return inward. Had there been a return inward, profit would have come down. We didn't record it. Therefore, again, a profit is high for 100 on account of a return inward not being recorded in the books. Therefore, your gross profit would stand increased by 200 rupees. Sales for 5,000 was entered as purchase. The effect of this error will be A. GP will increase by 5,000. B. GP will decrease by 5,000. GP will decrease by 10,000 and GP will increase by 10,000. It was a sales for 5,000, but unfortunately we have entered it as a purchase. If you enter as a purchase, your profit will come down. On account of purchase, it is 5,000 less. On account of purchase, it's 5,000 less. On account of sales not being recorded, it's again another 5,000 less. Therefore, GP will decrease by 10,000 on account of this error. Is that clear? Sales for 5,000 was entered as purchase. So we have shown a wrong purchase first. Because we have shown extra purchase of 5,000, GP will be down by 5,000. It's a mistake, but it's down. There was also a sales for 5,000 which we've not recorded. That is what we've recorded as purchase. Yes or no? If we record this sales, then GP would have gone up. We have not recorded this sales. So again, GP is down by another 5,000. Totally, GP would be down by, will decrease by 10,000. Correct answer C. The rectification of the error, an amount of 8765 paid to M was debited to N's account. A. This will increase the net profit. B. It will decrease the net profit. C. It will increase the assets. And D. It will have no effect on net profit. So an amount of 8765 paid to M is debited to N's account. The rectification of this error, basically the rectification of this error, will it increase net profit? Will it decrease net profit? Will it increase the assets? Will it have no effect on the profit? What is the entry when we did this? We've already done this entry. 8765 is paid to M, but it was debited to N's account. So we debited M's account and credited N's account as a correction. M's account debit to N's account. No nominal account is touched, so there is no difference on profit. Asset, no change in any asset. M account and N account. 2. If there were debtors, both their accounts have been affected. So as a result, there is actually correct answer should be D, have no effect on net profit. Ram earned a profit of rupees 1,40,000 for the year. But at the time of audit, the auditor found that Ram purchased a scooter at the beginning of the year for 20,000 and charged it as revenue expenses. Auditor advised him to rectify the error now, charge depreciation at the rate of 15%. The correct profit after rectification will be A. 1,57,000, B. 1,60,000, C. 1,40,000 and D. 1,17,000. So what has happened? A scooter was purchased and this was taken as an expense. Now we will remove, what is our question? The correct profit after rectification. When you rectify, what will happen? You will remove this expense of 20,000. If you remove expense, profit will go up. So add 20,000. What is this 20,000? Expense now being removed. So profit will go up by 20,000 because instead of this expense you have a scooter account. However, if you have scooter account, you are going to have depreciation on the scooter. So what is the depreciation? Is an expense and it will bring down the profit. So what is depreciation? It is 15% of 20,000. That is 3,000 will be an expense. So 1,40,000 plus 20,000 minus 3,000 should be 1,57,000 should be the correct answer. Answer A, 1,57,000. Next, Hari charges 10% depreciation on plant and machinery. On 1st April, beginning of the year, he debited 7520 paid on installation of plant and machinery to profit and loss account. At the time of preparing final accounts on year end, due to this error, A, net profit will decrease by 6768, B, net profit will decrease by 7520, net profit will decrease by 8272 and net profit will increase by 6768. Similar to the previous one we did. Beginning of the year, he debited 7520 on installation of plant and machinery to profit and loss. So final accounts due to this error, what would have happened? Because he has taken 7520 as an expense, profit will come down by, net profit will decrease by 7520. Now what happens on account of depreciation? Now this is what, because of this error, your profit is down by 7520, right? If you had taken this correctly to plant and machinery, then if you had taken it plant and machinery and there was no depreciation, the net profit would have been down by 7520. But there is an element of depreciation. So what happens if there is depreciation? In that case, if I had correctly taken, I would have charged some element of depreciation and to that extent my profit would have come down. So now the net profit would be down by not 7520, it would be 7520 less the amount of depreciation on plant and machinery, which now I have not charged, but I would have charged if I had taken it correctly. How much is that? 10% on 7520, that is depreciation, 752. So 7520 minus 752, my net profit will decrease by 6768 because of this error. At the time of preparing, due to this error, the net profit would have decreased by 6768. The net profit is decreasing by 7520 because of the wrong entry. But had I done it correctly, I would have had a charge of depreciation. I have removed the effect of that and therefore net profit will decrease by 6768. On scrutiny, an accountant found that 1. Bad debts recovery of 500 was credited to debtors account wrongly. 2. Bank charges of 50 was wrongly entered twice in the bank book. Purchase return of 100 was omitted to be entered in the books of account. What will be the net effect in profit after the above rectification? We want to know the net effect in the profit after rectification. So bad debts recovered of 500, it had gone to debtors. Now we'll take it to bad debts recovered account. Income will go up. So profit will be up by 500. If profit is going to be up, I'll keep it like this. If it's going to go down, I'll put it in brackets. This is on account of bad debts recovered. Okay. Next, bank charges of 50 was entered twice in the bank book. So I entered it twice. Now I'll rectify it. So again, my profit will go up by another 50 because I'm removing an extra expense of 50. Purchase return was omitted to be entered in the books of account. Purchase return of 100. What is purchase return? Purchase return is a reduction of my expense. Therefore, it is increase in profit. Increase in profit. This was not entered in the books. So enter this in the books, and therefore my total, this is what purchase return was omitted. Now I am entering it. Again, my profit will go up by 100. Total increase in profit after rectification should be 650. 650. Correct answer A, increase 650.